All right, so today is the checkup for Jordanna to see if she's gained more weight like they wanted her to. Still clearly not adjusting to having 4 kids and trying to get out the door, even with 1 child. Trying to get out the door on time apparently is just a struggle. So again, I'm making this video on the way to her doctor's appointment, but I think she might be getting more used to the car or the van because she's not screaming, crying, so that's awesome. And excuse the bird poop. Apparently where I park my van in the driveway, the birds just like to unload on it, so that's fun. Anyways, so yeah, I'm on my way to the doctor's appointment to see if she's gained some weight. I have been really crappy and lazy about uploading any videos or doing videos. It's been a bit of a struggle trying to get her to breastfeed properly and stuff. I'm gonna do a whole video on breastfeeding and all of that, and kind of just my journey with her, because it's been quite the journey. I feel like she's done really well this past week, but we're gonna find out because they're gonna weigh her and we'll see how well we've done this week. I feel like there's been improvement. I did cancel my lactation consultant appointment because I was just sitting there thinking about what the nurse said last week about how there really weren't any more tips or tricks that she could give to me that I wasn't already trying. And with having 4 kids, I really didn't want to spend $160 on going to an appointment having them say the exact same thing. So I think if at this appointment she hasn't gained weight, then I will book the appointment and go from there. But like I said, I just want to see if she's gaining weight, see if we're making any headway, and then if we're not, for sure I'm going to go seek help, because I'm not going to starve my child just to exclusively breastfeed. I want to breastfeed because it's a lot less money than buying formula all the time. My first 2 were formula fed, and formula not only has, I feel like, almost doubled in price over the last few years, but you're buying formula like all the time, especially as they get older. So like right now it wouldn't be as expensive, but as they get older and they're drinking more, heck yeah, it is friggin' expensive doing the formula thing. So if I can get breastfeeding figured out and all that stuff, I would rather do that, not only for the benefit of the child, and the benefit like to me as well, but just for the pocketbook as well. I'm not like, in Canada, our formula things for the big thing of formula is like $40. So, and to me, like, that's really expensive. Like, it used to be like 25, might be like 35 now, I don't know. It's been like 5 years since I've had to buy formula, but I looked at it not that long ago and I was like, I just remember being shocked at the price of formula. But anyway, so we'll see how well we're doing. Obviously, if she's not gaining weight, I'm definitely going to go talk to the lactation consultant. But then, I mean, if the appointments are taken tomorrow, then I'd be looking at next Thursday booking that appointment, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I've also feel like my milk supply has also decreased, which worries me, because if my milk supply is going down, then I'm not really sure how well she's been feeding. So I do have to pick up groceries after her appointment. So I might pick up groceries and then run in and see if they have any like lactation cookies or lactation drinks at the grocery store, and use those before I have to order any online, because some of them are super expensive online and some of them aren't that expensive online, and I just don't know which ones work and which don't. I think it's called Mother's Love. I've heard really good things about that. I used their like nipple balm and nipple cream when I was breastfeeding Joseph, and it worked amazing, and I've seen really good results on it, but it's like $35 for 60 capsules of it. And some people get huge, massive stomach cramps from the ingredients in it. So I guess it's like the fenugreek in it kind of gives people cramps. So yeah, we'll see what the nurse has to say, because my doctor's still on leave right now. So all I've been seeing is registered nurses and stuff. So we'll see what she has to say. And then basically just go from there. And yeah, so I will let you guys know what the nurse says. Trying really hard to keep it together right now. Apparently all the progress I thought I was making with breastfeeding is not going well. She weighs 3.2 kilograms right now, which I think is just under 7 pounds. And she was 7 pounds 6 ounces at the last appointment, and she was 7 pounds 10 ounces when she was born. So she's lost like almost a whole pound. So needless to say, I rebooked with the lactation consultant, and I haven't been pumping and I haven't been breastfeeding and then following it up with a bottle for the last few days, because I thought she was doing really well. She stopped, like the first week she was born, she would cry like all the time. Like she just wanted to feed all the time, and she just wanted to be like on the boob all the time basically. And she would fall asleep really quickly, so I thought it was just more of like a comfort thing. And then she had gained weight last week from her discharge weight from the hospital. She had gained over that last week, but then in the last 7 days, obviously she's lost like at least half a pound in the last week. So I'm gonna go back to pumping and following all the breastfeeding sessions up with a bottle, which sucks right now because my milk supply, like I just said, my milk supply has kind of dipped. So now I've got to try to increase that, as well as like bottle feeding her and breastfeeding her and pumping, and try and increase that milk supply. I did get a tea called, it's like an organic tea that's mother's milk. It's supposed to increase your milk supply. You're supposed to drink like 3 to 5 cups a day of it. And by cups, I mean like 250 milliliters, like a measuring cup of it. So I got 2 boxes of that to start off, and then I think I am going to order like some lactation cookies and stuff like that, even if it's just like a week's worth, just to get that milk supply back up so I can sustain it. But yeah, I'm not very happy right now. So anyway, we have an appointment next week to follow up with her her weight, and if she has not gained by next week, then I guess like I said, because I've been seeing nurses, so I guess the nurse is going to refer me to a pediatrician to see what's going on. So yeah, that's not great news. So I mean, I guess we'll see where we're at next week and go from there. They asked me if she was having a lot of like wet diapers and stuff like that, which I thought she was having a lot of wet diapers, but I'm now thinking it's been more like she poops really well. But now I'm wondering if because we use Pampers and they have that strip on the diaper that goes blue when it's wet, but it can also go blue when they poop. So now I'm starting to question whether she's actually been peeing a lot lately or not. I don't know. I just feel like I'm about to like downward spiral into a really crappy place. Because as a mom, it's your job to feed your kid, and I'm not like total 100% all about breastfeeding my child. Obviously my first two were formula fed and I have no problem doing that, but when you like really want to do something and there's roadblocks in the way, it just really sucks. I have looked into the breastfeeding book that I bought when I was breastfeeding Joseph, and basically like if she doesn't get the hang of it, the only solution is to use like a lactation aid, which is like basically like a little tube that you would pump milk into a bottle and then use the tube and like put it on your boob and your nipple, and then they latch onto your boob as well as they get the little like feeding tube in their mouth, and then they just basically get their milk that way. And I have 3 other kids. I don't have time for that, but I also don't want to put the money out for formula. Obviously I would if I had to. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just don't want to have to do that. Because like I said, it's like $40 freaking a tub, which is fine. I can afford that. I just don't want to have to go buy it. So anyway, yeah, not the news I was hoping for, so we'll see what happens over this next week, and hopefully I can get things straightened up again. So have a good week, guys.